So welcome to our Wednesday night call. We're super excited to have you guys on. I always love seeing new faces and just people dialing in from all different states. And it's just so fun to come together and use technology as a beautiful way just to connect and share our stories. And I know that we've been doing this call now for several months. I've lost track, but I can tell you that whether I am on this call sharing or I'm on this call as a participant, it always leaves me with some type of inspiration. And I've been a part of this community for 4.5 years. So if you guys are brand new to this call tonight, or if you've been on before, just have an open heart and open mind, because I can tell you that this group of women is so inspiring and empowering. And I think we all deserve some more people in our life like this. So we are so blessed to have each other. So thank you guys for dialing in tonight, or maybe you're listening to the recording. And we're just really excited just to come together tonight to share more about how we, what we do, how we work online, how we get to inspire and make a lot of impact around the world, really. And I know that sounds like a big shoe to fill, to inspire healthy living around the world, but it really is our mission. And your mission statement should always be something bigger than you can even imagine. So that is really what we're all about. And I'm just going to ask you guys a question. Have any of you guys, I'm assuming we're all on Instagram here, have any of you guys seen the whole fad about like being an online influencer or working online? Am I the only one that gets like all of the promotions and things about like online influencers wanted and like make money here? And I kind of laugh at it sometimes, because I'm like, I wonder what that job opportunity is. It sounds cool. But I know personally from a lot of friends that there are a lot of influencer opportunities out there. But let me tell you, there's no job security. There's no stability. There's no say what one month is going to look like and what another month's going to look like. But we're millennials. We want to work online. We love the idea of working online, having our own schedule, working from our phone. We love the idea of it. But I'm excited for you guys tonight and listening to this call, because we are going to show you guys a way and really share with you guys how we partnered with a company that gives stability, but it also gives flexibility. And I think that's really important, because of course we want this flexibility and this freedom with not only our wealth, but also our health. But it's important to partner with a system or a company or a marketing plan that actually gives stability and security. So I just am really excited to tell you guys a little bit about what we're up to. And there's going to be a lot of people, or, a few people who share their stories tonight, and I'm really excited. But before I hand it off to the first speaker, I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit about our company and who we decided to partner with. And so my story, like I said, I've been involved with this business for about 4.5 years now. And this business found me when I was in college. I was majoring in marketing and advertising at the time. And I was the girl working 3 jobs. I was full-time student, full-time nanny, worked at the student union part-time. And so I was kind of running that rat race of just kind of doing it all, but I didn't know what I was headed towards, because I feel like in college you're allowed to do that. But adulting hit me really hard when I graduated, and I had to ask myself what I wanted. I had to ask myself where I wanted to be, and not only a year from graduation, but 5 years and 10 years. And those are the scary questions that like we don't really get asked throughout college when we're picking our major or picking, what we want to do with our life. And so it hit me really hard, but I'm grateful that I had this opportunity. I'm waiting for Emily to laugh at me because my people are texting me. My phone always goes off when I'm recording calls. So, but this company found me at the perfect time. So just to give you guys a little bit about the company, they've been around for 50 years, and we share a product that has been around for 25 years. And so the stability and the research behind it all made complete sense to me. So we basically get to inspire healthy living by helping people get more fruits and vegetables into their diet. So how many of us have gone to a juice bar and got like a $10 green juice? Am I the only one? Maybe it was on sale, $5, $6, whatever. It's, the whole juice bar fad thing is, it's such a thing right now. People are realizing that we're not getting enough whole food. We need to be bridging the gap, and the juice bars seem to be super convenient, right? But they're not always affordable, and they're not always, you're not always getting a ton of nutrients. So basically, yeah, so good, but so crazy expensive. Yes. And it's okay to treat yourself to a juice every now and then, but basically what this company has done is taking the concept of juicing and made it completely better, made it more affordable, given way more nutrients. And so basically what it is it's a ton of whole food, fruits, vegetables, and berries, dried at a low temperature, and the water and the sugar is taken out and the rest of it is put into a capsule. So I love to call it a salad bar in a capsule. It is the juice that I wish I could go take or get from the juice bar every single day, but either can't, or won't. I don't have time. I don't have the money. And I just want the convenience, and I want just the variety every single day. So that is just a little bit on the product. And we also, it's a really small product line, but it just makes sense for what we need on our busy lives. None of us are slowing down. I think the world is we're getting busier at a faster pace. And so being able to put our health first is really important. If we have our health first, we can go do a lot of other things in life. But if we don't have our health, most likely we're not going to have a lot of other things in our life. So this product came in at a perfect time because I was training for a half and full marathons, and I was getting sick all of the time. I was getting on medications every 4 to 6 weeks. It was like clockwork, you guys. And I thought there has to be a better way. There's no way my body's designed to feel this bad. I know I can feel better. And so it all kind of just fell into my lap at the perfect timing. And let me tell you that the best thing about this product, if anything trumps the product, it's the business. If anything trumps the business, it's the product. But this product, you guys, is the most researched nutritional product in the world. And that is a really, really big deal. So if you guys aren't a research gurus like I was, whenever someone told me that, I was like, okay, big whoop. I don't know what research is, but it's a really big deal, you guys. And the fact that our company has over 36 clinical research studies done on this product and what it's doing inside our bodies and how it's affecting lives is a really big deal. So that meant a lot to me. And like I said, we just, as far as the business goes, I think a lot of us love the idea of working online, and it's just really important that you guys find something that gives stability and security, and that it's long-term. All of us can go make short-term cash, but what are we in this for? Are we in this for the long haul? Do we want time and flexibility, freedom for a long time or a short time? So I am so excited to bring on some of my friends tonight to share their story and share just about their journey with this and how they're working their business online. Or so many of us, we have different stories, and I think that's what I love about this is we're all on different journeys of life. And so I'm going to bring my friend Bailey on to share her story. So Bailey, if you want to unmute yourself, I'm super excited.
Hello. Yeah, so I'm just going to share a little bit about my journey and being in the business. So I was actually introduced to the business and the product this past November. And like Emily said, it all just made sense to me. But I'm just going to rewind back to like 6 months prior to that. I had just graduated college, and I knew that I didn't want to work a 9-to-5 job, but I really didn't know what other option I had because we're not really taught to do anything other than that. So I went ahead and got my 9-to-5 job, and it was a really good job. But the only thing was that it was over an hour away from home. So I was living at home at the time, and I was commuting over like an hour and 15 minutes every single day, going to work for 8 hours at a desk, driving home, getting stuck in traffic, going to work out, then going to sleep and repeating the next day. Like it was just a cycle every single day. And I was just living for the weekends because I didn't have time to do anything I wanted to do during the week. So every single weekend I would have something fun planned. And then by the end of the weekend, I was exhausted and starting that same cycle over and over again. So like I said, my job was great, but it just wasn't as fulfilling as I'd hoped. And I knew I was made for more than just sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day. I love to travel and just do so much more than that. So I was introduced to this company, and yeah, like Emily said, it just made sense, the business side of it and the product. So I said yes almost immediately because I saw the way that these girls that were in the business were living their lives, and I knew that was something I wanted. So I originally picked it up just as a side gig, just to kind of be a part of something and make some extra money. And I immediately fell in love with how fulfilling it was and how supportive the community was. And so I worked my butt off for 6 months because I knew I wanted it to become my full-time job. And on June 1st, I officially became my own boss. I was able to quit my full-time job. And 2 weeks ago. I just moved down to Nashville with her. And if somebody would have told me 8-9 months ago, whenever I joined the business, that I would have quit my full-time job, I'd be living in Nashville with the girl I just talked to on the phone 2 seconds ago, like, no way I would have ever believed that. But just this community that I've been given with this company has just like taught me to dream bigger and just to go after things that I could have never imagined. So here I am in Nashville, living my dream life with my best friend, and we're just loving life down here. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm going to pass it off to Amy.
Hi, I do have 2 dogs that just decided to come up because of course it's my turn. But I am Amy Blackwell, and I'm super excited to chat with you guys today. My journey to finding this opportunity actually started when I got pregnant with my first son. I only have one son. I made it sound like I have a bunch. But I was working at Lululemon, and I loved Lululemon. I love the culture, but the schedule actually sucks. Retail just sucks. And so I knew that just wasn't going to be what I wanted for being a mom. I would be scheduled until 3 and I wouldn't get off until 5. And that was hard when my husband was at home, let alone if I had a baby at home. So when I was on maternity leave, I was searching for something, and I found health coaching, and I loved it. I was really good at it. I had built up a really good clientele, but after a year of building that business, I realized if I wanted it to get as big as I wanted it to be, I would be again at this place of choosing between being a really present mom or building a business. And my child will always come first, but I still had a really big passion of helping people get healthy. So I was just looking around at what my friends were doing, and I saw one of my friends who I used to work with who was just traveling all the time and was inspiring healthy living and just was building an amazing community. And I was like, if she can do this from legitimately anywhere, I can probably do this from home. So I reached out to her, and I was just like, what are you doing? I think I want to do something similar. And that's when she shared partnering with this company. And when she shared what the company did about just making one simple change to transform your whole health and your whole life, I was like sold, because that's what I was doing with one-on-one coaching. I'm like, if I could do this with more people, then that is even bigger. And then she shared the business, and I finally saw this vision for my life of being able to only work a couple hours a day and being able to reap a big benefit from it. And so now my biggest passion is helping people get healthy, but actually helping moms stay at home if they want to. I don't think it's fair that the culture has made it really hard for us to financially afford to live off of one income. And so I have really enjoyed helping other moms just be able to stay at home and have like financial peace. So with that, it has been a huge blessing for me so far. It has definitely continued to help ease the financial burden on our family. But what is really exciting is I can actually see this future of in a few years being able to retire my husband from his 9-to-5 and allow him to achieve his dreams. So it's so much bigger than that. And it honestly brings tears to my eyes, but it's just, that's real. And so for so long, my gosh, I get so choked up when I'm passionate, but for so long, I would ask myself, like, where do I want to be in 5 or 10 years? And I would ask, am I doing what I need to be doing now to achieve that? And this is the first time in my life I can actually answer yes and get hit in the face by my dog, living the dream life. But really, so if you're even considering this and you have big dreams for yourself and you think this might be your ticket, I strongly encourage you to give it a shot, because it is the best thing I've ever done. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it off to Emily.
Amy, how do I follow that up? You are so amazing, girl. I love your story and your heart and your passion for this and helping others, and your super cute dog who I've never seen before. I love that. My cat's probably going to run through as I talk. So, hey, everybody, I am Emily. Obviously, you heard from this girl right here who, I will say again, I did not know her until last November. We met over the phone via Instagram. Now she lives with me. Isn't that weird? But that's one of the blessings of this business. We're able to create such an incredible community of people that all have each other's backs. And honestly, like that's probably my favorite part about all of this. Not only can I work from anywhere with whoever I want to, but I've been able to connect with the most incredible people with hearts and passions just like mine all around the world that I would not know otherwise. So it has been so much fun. But I'll take you back. I started in this company almost 3 years ago. My anniversary is coming up on August 24th. Yes, I'm accepting cards in the mail if you want to send me a congrats. Like, it has been the most incredible journey. 3 years ago, I was working as a personal trainer about 80 hours a week. I had graduated with my degree in exercise science and kinesiology. I loved helping people get healthy. I knew I wanted to own my own business. I had no idea how. I didn't know what that was going to look like. So what that looked like at 24 was me running myself into the ground and just putting everybody else first and putting me last. And that did not do good things for my mental health or my sanity or the people around me because I wasn't serving myself. And I knew that I needed to make a change. So I got really intentional and I sat down and I thought, what can I do differently? And I honestly didn't have any answers. But I'm such a believer that when you're open to new opportunities, they'll fall right into your lap. You just have to be open. So that next week is actually the week that I learned all about this incredible company and community. And I'll be honest, when I first heard about it, I thought, no way, this is way too good to be true. I'm a personal trainer. I hear about companies and different things all the time. But what really got me is that research that Emily was talking about in the very beginning. There is so much incredible research backing who we are, what we do, and what we stand for. And with that coupled with everything else, I dove right into this business. And now 3 years later, I'm living also in my dream city, my dream house with my best friends, surrounded by the most amazing friends and community, working from absolutely anywhere. And I will add in, this past weekend, I was actually brought down to our corporate headquarters, our global headquarters. They flew in some of the top leaders in the whole entire community and really just showed us that we are valuable and they love us and they support us and they care about us. And that's something I've never experienced before. And I'm still riding that wave of emotion and that awesome high of, wow, this company has a heart not only for the people we're serving, but for us, the people that are serving others. They care about us and they care about what we're doing. And that was just something that totally blew my mind, even 3 years into this business. So yeah, now this is what I do full time, and I still do some personal training because I want to, not because I have to. I don't have to train to pay the bills anymore. I can train because I like being in the gym and I like helping people get healthy. So this is what I get to do full time as my career, but I love that it's also a vehicle to allow you to do your passion. So that's really what this has helped me transform my life into, and I'm so excited to share it with others. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it off to Danielle. She's going to share, and then Em's going to wrap it up for us.
Hi, my name is Danielle. I am from Auckland, New Zealand. So I moved to the United States in 2013 because I was offered a full ride to play soccer over here. So that's what brought me to America. Since I graduated last year, I've been kind of lost, honestly, and haven't really found my purpose up until now, of course. I have been working as a personal trainer and I got into Orange Theory, but I haven't enjoyed it, to say the least. It's been kind of negative, and I'm a huge believer in doing what makes you happy, and if it doesn't serve you the right way, then stop doing it. So I walked out on Orange Theory, actually, and that is where I met Emily, and this is where it brought me, and this has been such a big blessing in my life. It made absolute sense to me because I'm such a geek for nutrition and health and wellness, and that's what it's all about. So I was really excited when I met Emily and learned all about it. And honestly, I don't feel like I've been this passionate in a long time about something, and I've been happier than I have been for an entire year after leaving school. I just started maybe like 6 weeks ago, if that, maybe a month ago. I've hit 2 promotions already without really even putting a whole lot into it. So it's kind of become something that I really enjoy doing. There's been zero pressure with it. And my vision for this is to someday be like Emily and Carrie. I think they live such an amazing life, and it's really inspiring to see what they do every day, especially when I see Emily's stories on Instagram. It makes me a little bit jealous when she's doing all this cool fun stuff. And also to be a stay-at-home mom and stay-at-home dog mom, can't forget about my little Riley. And then take some pressure off my husband so he doesn't have to stress when we go to bed at night and think about where his next paycheck's coming from. So we have been doing really well since we graduated school, so I'm in a really good place right now. So my main vision for this is to just find a passion and a purpose and help others get healthy while I make myself healthier. So Emily.
Oh my gosh, Danielle, you're amazing. I love it. Well, if you guys can't tell, this business is all about helping other people. And that is one of my favorite parts is like, of course, Danielle's like, I want Emily's life. I want this, but we want to help you guys have this life of flexibility and freedom. And it is the most rewarding thing, helping other people rise up. And I'm just going to say this because I feel like it's just on my heart to say. My dad's been working for the same company since he graduated college. He's been working for the company for 35 years. And although he has a good position that pays the bills and he's an engineer, he cannot have that top position of his company or any position even between him and that unless they retire, die, or get fired. And I think that is huge because this business, we can literally lock arms with as many people as we want and we can go to the top together. And I say that because my dad's worked really hard. I've watched him work really hard in his job, work really hard with his boss and, you know, networking and making relationships. He's worked really hard and he will not get the position that he's dreamed of unless that happens. And I know that that's kind of like harsh to say, but when people ask us like, oh, is it one of those things? It's really not, guys. It is 10 times better than you can ever even imagine because you get to help so many people and you get to lock arms with people and you guys get to rise together to the top. And let me tell you, it feels like a family of sisters that I have never had before. I do have a sister, but it's like having a ton more. So I just am so grateful for you guys being on this call tonight and just hearing these stories. There were tears shed, there was laughter, and it's just, it's such an amazing opportunity that if you don't know much about it, I really encourage you guys to dive a little deeper and learn more about not only the company, but the product and just what's possible. Because if any of us, I'm assuming a lot of us on the call tonight are mostly in our 20s, maybe, you know, below and above that a little bit, but think about where you want to be in 5 to 10 years. So if you wrote down on a piece of paper right now, the age that you're going to be in 10 years, for me, I'm going to be 35 years old in 10 years. Where do you want to be when you're that age? Where do you want to be when you're the age that you're going to be in 10 years? You know, write that down, do a vision activity with yourself and just ask yourself, what do you want your life to look like? What do you want your daily schedule to look like? Do you want a family? Do you want to be able to travel with your family? Do you want options? Because I can tell you guys that money is just energy and money provides options. The more money you make, the more you can give away, the more people you can bless, the more impact you can make. And so this business has been a huge blessing. I'm sure not only on my life, but a lot of the other girls who talked tonight. There's just so much passion and so much excitement. Can't even talk. That if you guys are even remotely thinking of maybe I should give this a try, what do I have to lose? I highly encourage you guys to just start tomorrow. It does not have to look perfect. And if not this, then find something. But I can guarantee you guys that there is nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I know that sounds so cliche, but looking back on when this was presented to me, I can't even imagine what my life would look like if I would have gotten in my own way and said, yeah, no, thank you. So don't have the I'm too cool syndrome. Leave your ego at the door and just know that you can help so many people and you can make such an incredible life from this. And I'm just so grateful for you guys who shared your stories tonight, Danielle and Emily and Bailey and Amy thank you guys so much. And I just am really excited just to see how this movement continues to grow. Like Emily said, she was flown down to spend some time with the company this week, and they have a huge heart, you guys. They have a huge heart, and they know that the future of this, not only company and business, but also just a lot of life is dependent on this generation. We have a lot of power in the technology that we know how to use, and just the innovative brains and smarts that we have. And they know that we are just bringing a whole new look on just this virtual franchise. So Emily, thank you for sharing that piece, because I think that's really important and powerful. There's not a lot of companies out there that do that. So thank you guys so much for being on tonight. Thank you for taking some time out of your Wednesday night. And just, I encourage you guys, before you go to bed tonight, turn your phones off for a few minutes, write down where you want to be and that age in 10 years, write down a few bullet points and ask yourself how you're going to get there. Because this business serves a lot of the things that we've talked about tonight, but this business is also a vehicle to get to where you want to go. It does not have to be your end all be all. There is a lot of awesome high top leaders in this business that have used this income as a so that business. I know leaders who have opened up nonprofits. I know leaders who have huge organizations that make a lot of impact outside of this company. But it was this income and this vehicle that made it happen. So I'm just really grateful for you guys. I know I've said that a ton of times, but good night. Thank you for being on. I love you guys so much.